police are very keen to speak to members of the public. They know that 65 vehicles passed through in the critical hour between 11:30 and 12:30. Good afternoon. The former head of the JSPCA has this morning pleaded guilty to 19 charges of fraud at Jersey's Royal Court. Well, as I mentioned in my report, their travel across the Channel Islands has been impacted today. The only ferry to run was from Portsmouth to Guernsey. It's completely bypassed Jersey. CCTV footage from two buses places the victim at the bus stop at 11:53 p.m. and 6 minutes past midnight, helping police to zone in on a time frame when the attack occurred and helping them to find out who was in Gorey Village last Thursday night. Kenneth Gordon, who's 68, appeared at the Royal Court in St Helier today. He showed no emotion while his victims looked on, some of them in tears. Liz, it's believed this could be part of the latest development into the murder of Tyrone Beecham, whose body was found by RFS crew in the Yarra State Forest on the 27th of December. It's absolutely packed. Jersey have actually got one of the biggest teams. They've got 200 athletes and officials heading to the Island Games out of the 24 islands that will be competing. And I'm joined now by Kerry Helwig. Kerry, you play basketball for Jersey, and how excited are you to be going to the Games not long to go now?
I'm really excited.
This is the court where it all happened, where every pass, pivot and point caught the eyes of spectators up and down the country. The Roses wanted to win the hearts of fans, they wanted to inspire and educate people, and that they achieved. Day-to-day costs are changing under the new government efficiency plan, which was released today. The states say they are going to deliver £100 million of savings between 2020 and 2023. And the plans to cut costs are broken down into 4 categories. The first is to create a modern and efficient workforce by encouraging early retirement or even redundancy from the 22% of the workforce who are over 55, without necessarily replacing them. Well, it's really special to have this magnificent ship here in Jersey. It's only the second time in its 123-year history that it has been here. The last time was 10 years ago.
Do the family believe that justice is being served?
Yes, they do. They've made a point of saying that the DNA evidence is seminal. The man fell backwards from the bumper of the moving vehicle. These marks indicate the erratic driving that caused the accident that night. The man was originally taken to the Manning Base Hospital and later transferred to John Hunter. Organisers were concerned about the weather conditions with bad wind forecast earlier this week, but most of the jockeys, the trainers and the horses have made it over, and it's been a fantastic, really competitive day of racing. Police in Jersey say they're remaining open-minded about the identity of an attacker accused of raping a teenager last weekend. They were actually supposed to finish construction on that site in January 2018, but that's still ongoing. But what a fantastic opportunity for any side to play against an international team who've got a massive tournament coming up. The Rugby World Cup doesn't come around every year.
They weren't far off, were they?
They were so incredibly close. This entire tournament was about the 1%ers. The athletes were saying that themselves. In this once-in-a-generation case, the court heard about climate change, the carbon budget and the impact of burning fossil fuels. This landscape will now be preserved and the health of its community members protected. Stephen Coleman allegedly defrauded the charity out of between £300,000 to £400,000 across a period of nearly 10 years. Guernsey's Heather Watson begins her French Open qualifying bid tomorrow. Now British number 2 again, Watson has only missed one Grand Slam main draw since 2011. Cardi Bay and Harrington are well-known fishing hotspots, but many have said they haven't seen conditions this bad in as long as they can remember, with the sea looking more like a bloodbath than the blue waters that we're used to. Hopes of World Cup glory completely destroyed by an incredibly strong Silver Fern side today. New Zealand took that win by just 2 goals, the final score being 47-45. What played into that decision to take a bit of time off?
I always wanted to take some time.
Yes, you heard me correctly. The Jersey Reds have been invited to take on the Russian national team as they prepare for the Rugby World Cup. Have a lovely afternoon. Take care. Goodbye.